There's a specific memory from your past that's been quietly blocking every good thing trying to enter your life right now. You might not even think about it consciously anymore, but it's there, running like background software, influencing your choices, limiting your possibilities, and keeping you stuck in patterns you desperately want to break. Archangel Zadkiel, the angel of memory, forgiveness, and transformation, has a message specifically for you. He's revealing which type of past pain is holding you captive, why it has so much power over your present, and most importantly, how to release it so you can finally move forward. If you've been feeling stuck despite your efforts to grow, if you keep attracting the same situations despite trying to change, if there's a heaviness you can't quite name that follows you, this message is your breakthrough. By the end of our time together, you'll identify the exact memory pattern that needs healing. You'll understand the three-step angelic process for transforming painful memories. And you'll receive a specific healing technique that Archangel Zadkiel uses to set people free from their past. The connections we're about to make will surprise you, so stay with me through all three parts. Let me start by introducing you to Archangel Zadkiel and why he's uniquely qualified to help with memory healing. Zadkiel's name means righteousness of God, and his specific role in the angelic realm is transmuting negative energy into positive, transforming painful memories into wisdom, and helping humans forgive themselves and others. He works with a violet flame, a spiritual energy that dissolves dense, painful emotional frequencies and replaces them with light. Throughout history, mystics and spiritual seekers have called on Zadkiel when they felt imprisoned by their past, when guilt and shame became unbearable, when old wounds wouldn't stop influencing new relationships. He's the angel of second chances, of merciful release, of transformed perspective. The first type of past pain that Archangel Zadkiel is highlighting right now is betrayal memory. A time when someone you trusted deeply broke that trust in a way that fundamentally changed how you see people, relationships, and the world. This doesn't have to be a dramatic, obvious betrayal. Sometimes the deepest wounds come from subtle abandonments. A parent who chose something else over you. A friend who revealed your secrets. A partner who proved your vulnerability wasn't safe. A mentor who used you. A sibling who sided against you. Here's why this particular memory has so much power. Betrayal doesn't just hurt in the moment. It rewires your trust system. It creates invisible walls around your heart. It makes you hypervigilant, always scanning for signs that someone might hurt you again. It causes you to sabotage good relationships because deep down, you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Have you noticed that you hold back in relationships even when the other person hasn't done anything wrong? Do you find yourself testing people, pushing them away to see if they'll stay? Do you have a hard time fully relaxing into connection because part of you is always protecting against future betrayal? That's the betrayal memory operating in your present life. This betrayal pattern connects to something profound about your current life circumstances. We'll see exactly how in the third pattern, and it will explain why certain opportunities keep disappearing. Archangel Zadkiel wants you to know that person who betrayed you was operating from their own wounds, their own limitations, their own unhealed pain. Their actions had nothing to do with your worthiness of trust and love. The betrayal happened, but it doesn't have to define every relationship going forward. Within the next few days, pay attention to moments when you catch yourself holding back unnecessarily. Notice when you're protecting against a threat that isn't actually present. These are signs that the betrayal memory is ready to be healed. If betrayal from your past is affecting your present relationships, type "ready to release" in the comments. Archangel Zadkiel is already working with those who acknowledge this pattern. Now we move to the second memory pattern that Archangel Zadkiel is revealing, and this one might be even more powerful because it often goes unrecognized. There's a moment in your past, maybe several moments, when you felt deeply ashamed, when you believed you did something wrong, said something foolish, failed in a way that exposed you, or showed a side of yourself that you judged as unacceptable. These shame memories are particularly toxic because, unlike betrayal, which someone did to you, shame feels like something wrong with you. It attacks your core identity. It makes you believe you're fundamentally flawed, unworthy, or broken. Maybe it was a time when you were publicly humiliated. Perhaps it was a private failure that only you know about but can't forget. It could be something you did in desperation, addiction, or pain that you've never forgiven yourself for. Or it might be something as simple as a moment when you were vulnerable and someone made you feel stupid or small. Here's what Archangel Zadkiel wants you to understand. Shame is a liar. Shame tells you that your mistake equals your identity. But the truth is, you are not your worst moment. You are not your biggest failure. You are not the thing you did when you didn't know better. The shame memory keeps you playing small. It keeps you hiding parts of yourself. It makes you overcompensate, either by being perfect to prove you're not that person anymore, or by giving up because you believe you'll always be that person. Have you noticed that there are dreams you won't pursue because deep down, you don't think you deserve them? Are there parts of yourself you keep hidden, even from people who love you? Do you have an inner voice that regularly reminds you of your past mistakes? That's the shame memory speaking. But here's something crucial that connects to what we talked about earlier. Often, the shame memory and the betrayal memory are linked. Sometimes we feel shame about how we responded to betrayal. Maybe we stayed too long, maybe we took them back, maybe we didn't stand up for ourselves. The shame compounds the betrayal, creating a double lock on your heart. This shame pattern is actually protecting something in you that Zadkiel is about to reveal in the third pattern, and once you see it, everything will make sense about why change has been so difficult. Archangel Zadkiel is extending violet flame healing to this shame right now. He's showing you that the person you were when that shameful thing happened was doing the best they could with the awareness they had. You've grown since then. You've learned. You've changed. It's time to release the shame and reclaim the wisdom. Over the next week, you might find yourself spontaneously remembering these shame moments, but with a different feeling. Instead of the crushing weight of shame, you might feel compassion for your younger self. That's Zadkiel working. That's the violet flame transmuting the energy. Now we come to the third and most important memory pattern, the one that ties everything together and holds the key to your complete breakthrough. Beneath the betrayal and beneath the shame, there's usually a core wound of abandonment. This is the memory, or series of memories, where you felt fundamentally alone, unsupported, or left behind when you needed someone most. This abandonment memory might be obvious: a parent who left, a family who didn't protect you, people who should have shown up but didn't. Or it might be more subtle: emotional unavailability, being the one who always had to be strong, having to figure life out alone while everyone else seemed to have support. Here's why this is the deepest pattern. The abandonment memory creates a core belief that you're ultimately alone in the world, that you can't depend on anyone, that if you need help, you won't get it, that you have to handle everything yourself. And now everything connects. Are you ready? Remember when I said the betrayal pattern connects to your current circumstances? Here's how. You keep pushing away opportunities and relationships before they can abandon you. You self-sabotage because if you fail on your own terms, it hurts less than being left or betrayed again. The reason good things keep disappearing isn't that you're not worthy, it's that you're unconsciously recreating the abandonment to maintain a familiar pattern. And that shame you carry, it's actually a defense mechanism against abandonment. If you can believe that you're flawed and that's why people left, then you maintain the illusion of control. They left because I'm not good enough feels safer than they left and I couldn't stop it, because at least the first option suggests you could fix yourself and prevent future abandonment. Do you see it now? These three memory patterns, betrayal, shame, and abandonment. Create an interlocking system that keeps you stuck in the past while trying to protect you from future pain. But the protection has become a prison. Archangel Zadkiel is revealing something profound. You're not stuck because you're broken. You're stuck because these memory patterns are trying to keep you safe. The problem is, they're using outdated information. They're protecting you from threats that no longer exist while blocking blessings that are trying to reach you. Within the next 14 to 21 days, as you work with Zadkiel's healing process, you're going to notice something remarkable. Situations that used to trigger you won't have the same charge. Relationships will start feeling safer. Opportunities will stick around instead of disappearing. That's the evidence that the memory patterns are transforming. Here's what else you'll notice. You'll start having different dreams. The recurring nightmare or anxiety dream that's been visiting you for years might stop. You might dream of releasing something, of flying, of doors opening. These are signs from the angelic realm that deep healing is happening. Now let's bring all three patterns together and give you Archangel Zadkiel's specific process for memory healing and transformation. Here's the complete healing technique. Step 1. Acknowledgement without re-traumatization. You don't need to relive the painful memory in detail. You don't need to tell the whole story. You simply need to acknowledge. There is a memory of betrayal/shame/abandonment that has been influencing my life. I'm ready to transform it. Zadkiel doesn't require you to dig up every detail. He just needs your willingness to release the power that memory has over you. Step 2. The Violet Flame Invocation. Here's the specific prayer to call in Archangel Zadkiel and the Violet Flame. Archangel Zadkiel, I call upon you now. I ask you to surround me with the violet flame of transmutation. Please transform the painful memories of my past into wisdom and light. Dissolve the betrayal, release the shame, heal the abandonment. Show me the truth about who I really am. Thank you for setting me free. When you pray this, visualize violet light surrounding the memory, not the details of what happened, but just the energetic weight of it. See that violet light dissolving the darkness, transforming pain into peace. Step 3. The New Memory Imprint. This is the part most people skip, but it's crucial. Once you've released the old memory pattern, you need to install a new one. Ask yourself, if that painful event had never happened, who would I be right now? How would I show up in relationships? What would I believe about myself? Then start living as that person. Not pretending it didn't happen, but choosing to let the healed version of you be the dominant personality rather than the wounded version. For betrayal healing, practice trust in small ways. Let people help you. Share something vulnerable with someone safe. Each small act of trust rewrites the betrayal pattern. For shame healing, tell your story without apologizing for it. Own your past, including the mistakes, without making them your identity. Speak about your growth instead of hiding your history. For abandonment healing, ask for help. Reach out. Let people show up for you. Each time someone proves they're there, you're overriding the abandonment memory with a new experience. This process takes 21 to 40 days to fully integrate, but you'll start feeling shifts within the first week. That heavy feeling you've been carrying will begin to lighten. The patterns that have repeated your whole life will start to break. New opportunities will appear because you're finally available for them. Which memory pattern resonated most with you? Betrayal, shame, or abandonment? Share in the comments so we can support each other in this healing journey. Archangel Zadkiel wants you to know, the past happened, but it doesn't have to happen again in new forms. You're not destined to repeat these patterns forever. Healing is not only possible, it's already beginning the moment you acknowledge these memories need transformation. Before we close, I want to speak a blessing over you from Archangel Zadkiel. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not the pain that was inflicted upon you. You are a divine being having a human experience, and every difficult moment was preparing you for this breakthrough. The violet flame is dissolving what no longer serves you. The memories that have haunted you are being transformed into wisdom that will serve your highest purpose. You are free. You are whole. You are worthy of all the love, success, and joy that is seeking you right now. The memory healing we've talked about today isn't just about feeling better. It's about becoming available for your destiny. Those 3 memory patterns, betrayal, shame, and abandonment, have been standing between you and everything you're meant to experience. As you release them, you're going to notice doors opening that were previously locked. People will respond to you differently because you're showing up differently. Opportunities will flow because you're no longer blocking them with unconscious self-sabotage. This is your moment. This is your breakthrough. Archangel Zadkiel has been waiting for you to be ready for this healing, and the fact that you're here, receiving this message, means you are ready. Now, I want you to do 3 important things. First, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. More angelic messages and healing techniques are coming, and you don't want to miss what Zadkiel and the other archangels have to share about your continued transformation. Second, leave a comment telling me which of the 3 memory patterns you're working on healing. Your testimony helps others who are on the same journey, and when you share it, you're declaring to the universe that you're serious about this transformation. That declaration activates the healing even more powerfully. Third, if this message resonated with your soul, click that like button. It helps this healing reach others who are trapped in their past and desperately need to hear about Zadkiel's violet flame transmutation. Here's my final word to you. Starting today, every time you catch yourself operating from an old memory pattern, pause and say, "That was then. This is now. I choose to respond from my healed self." Each time you make that choice, you're strengthening the new neural pathways and weakening the old patterns. Your past does not define your future. The pain you experience does not determine your worth. The mistakes you made do not limit your possibilities. Archangel Zadkiel is with you, surrounding you with violet flame, transforming your memories from prisons into platforms for your purpose. You are being healed. You are moving forward, and everything is about to change.